What's up, guys? Back at it again. I know I've been very busy lately, but I just want to come on here and talk about some things. So I need to get some things off my chest. I want to talk about women that are in a relationship, but they have a child. Now, again, I have no problems with people that co-parent. I mean, if a situation happens like that where you two are in a relationship but you have a kid, it is what it is, right? But again, I'm never gonna say that you cannot start a family because I wish nothing but happiness in all families, right? Here's my issue. See, I was raised in a Christian home where basically you have to get married in order for you to have children. I respect that, and I stand by that. But one thing I have a disagreement with is that I don't agree that you should get married to have sex. Now again, if you want to have kids, it's appropriate to wait till marriage. But however, if you want to have sex, I think it should be up to both partners to come to agreement that this is what something we want. But however, when it comes down to making babies, I will prefer and recommend and suggest that you should wait till marriage. I don't think you should I don't think you should have kids at before marriage. I just don't think so. When we have seen so many couples fall apart due to having kids before marriage, mainly because of money and way of living. You know, I think, and there's also other things as well. But I just feel like my biggest issue with that is just mainly because the father is not committed, and when the father is not committed, the mother's not committed. And, you know, and I feel like when it comes down to males, I feel like men are not doing their part nowadays because a lot of men are not being men. A lot of men are now being boys, and I'm just going by behavior. And again, this is my opinion. I'm not saying that, I'm not telling you a fact. I'm not telling you a hopeful. I'm just giving you an opinion. You know what I'm saying? So again, if it is facts of what I'm saying, then feel free to comment down below and say that it is facts. But I feel like, in my opinion, men should wear a condom and women should take birth control, because by the end of the day, there's just too many downfalls when you have a child before marriage. And I feel like if you could just have a kid before, I feel like if you have a kid before marriage, I feel like all you're doing is proving the parents right that you should not have sex. And I don't know. I just feel like if you have sex before marriage and you're not having safe sex by wearing a condom or taking birth control, you know, I just feel like you're doing yourself a disservice, because what if the relationship don't work out? What if the guy leaves? What if the woman leaves? Because a woman leaving their child is rare, but a father leaving their children is it's normal, but it's not normal, but it's normalized. Where there's a lot of deadbeat dads that just leave, and it's just like, I don't know. You know, 3 of my cousins, you know, they have kids, but none of them are married. You know, and it's kind of sad to see my own family go through that, but it ain't like we've been through that before. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just sad that we don't like, we look at marriage as a negative thing because of the law, the money and lawyers and court fees, all that stuff. Like, I mean, I get it. Nobody wants to go to court, and divorce is one of the biggest fears in every marriage. but there's always some type of belief where somebody just feel like they have to get married again, and I know some people that do not want to get married again. I'm not gonna say no names, but I know someone that that's going through that right now. They were married at first, they got a divorce. Now she's in a relationship. The biggest issue is now her boyfriend is setting an example of why I think you should wait till marriage to have sex. Not sex. Wait till marriage to have kids. He did the exact opposite. He got her pregnant before marriage, and I do not co-sign it. I was very disappointed when I found out, and I think he's a poor example. I think he's a poor example of what a man's supposed to do when it comes down to a woman. See, your job is to keep a woman safe. You're supposed to protect. And I feel like men like that do not protect women. And I feel like a man that gets a woman pregnant and before marriage is a man that don't care about a woman like he say he do. And the reason why I say that is because there's just too many examples of men getting girls pregnant because they refuse to wear a condom and women refuse to take birth control. And I'm not going to put the blame on the woman because as a man, we're supposed to protect women. And I feel like a man is not protecting a woman when he gets a girl pregnant because all you're doing is setting an example for the family that you're not meant to be a man. You're not meant to be a father. You're not meant to be a husband because you only used her just to get that one night stand. And it's like, now I just feel like in situations like that, it makes women want to give up in life because it's hard for them. They got to work, but they also need someone to watch the kids. So what do? They usually send the kids to the moms or grandmas or aunties. But what if they're not available? What you gonna do? Can you hire a babysitter? I mean, you can if you want, but nowadays people don't want to work. So who really want to work as a babysitter now? Especially those that just came out of the pandemic. Even though the pandemic was like 3 or 4 years ago, it don't mean that doesn't mean that you can't work. I remember days where people used to work as a babysitter. Now who's really working as a babysitter now? You understand? So. I'm very disappointed how our society is going, but let's not act like this wasn't going in the 90s or, or 80s, because it happens, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like the fact that we are coming to this point in life where we feel like we cannot have safe sex. I feel like safe sex is important because you don't want to put a person through that type of stuff, whether it's pregnancy or STDs, HIV. I just think like if you don't wear a condom, you're not keeping the woman safe, and if you're not taking birth control, you're not protecting yourself either. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy can get you pregnant, and nothing you can do. So those are the things I just want people to pay attention to because. That getting a woman pregnant before marriage to me is wrong, and I feel like until we come to an understanding of that, there's nothing that we could change, But one thing I learned from my father is that, if you see somebody making that kind of mistake, don't follow their path, Just look at that person and be like, I'm not going to make that same mistake. And again, I don't have a problem wearing a condom, I don't have a problem of a woman taking birth control because if we ain't doing either one of that, I'm not having sex. Now we could do other things, but I don't want to have intercourse. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying there's not other things we can do that's sexual. I'm just saying I'm not going to penetrate without neither one. You know what I'm saying? If we can't use both, if we can't use either one, then I'm not going to be able to penetrate. That's just my opinion. I think, in my opinion, you should wear a condom and you should take birth control. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you gotta take both. I'm just saying it's either one or the other. And having sex with a girl raw is just not it. But But that's why I don't show no love to those kind of people. Because I'm like, if you make that decision, I can't respect you. You know, not because of my religious beliefs, but I just see too much of it. It's just too much. You know, like I just see too much of it, and I just don't want to be part of that. You know what I mean? I mean, if you do that to yourself, that's fine. I just don't want to be part of it. You know, I mean, I got eyes. You know what I'm saying? I got eyes like everyone else. I'm just broadcasting what's out there and what I experienced. You know, and I just, you know, it's a shame that every girl that I had a crush on back in the day have all make babies, and none of them are married, and it's like, and then I'll be looking back, and I'll be like, man, it's a shame those girls never got with me, because I feel like if they got with me, they wouldn't have to worry about that. But again, it's my opinion. So, but I just feel like, to me, it's a fact when I say that you're doing a disservice to a woman when you're not protecting her in bed. Especially, like, listen, you're doing yourself a disservice even more when you're not protecting her at all. You know, if you can't keep a woman safe, to me, you know, I don't consider you as a man, you know? And I'm not going to blame the woman, because even though the woman has a choice not to do that, and I know a lot of women that choose not to do that, I also think that women that have a mindset where they feel like they have to wait till marriage to have sex, I'm not gonna judge those women, because I understand why they think that way, because how they were raised, I guess. But what I don't like is when a woman says that they don't want to have sex because they want their first time to be special. What do you mean special? I feel like to me, sex doesn't have to be special. I feel like sex should be that type of experience where you should use it to your advantage to learn and practice. You know, I feel like, you know, if you can't learn nothing from health classes, why not learn from experience? But I feel like a lot of guys have this ego where if they do it, that they'll get something out of it, and they'll most likely have something to talk about with their boys. So it's basic competition when guys have sex. But I feel like with women, it's like, you know, there is no competition. You know, it's all up to you. And I feel like if a woman is able to open their legs for you, I would hope that you would do right by the uterus. But if you don't do right by it, then that lets me know you don't deserve to have sex. That's just it. Again, that's just my opinion. But you know, I don't think that anybody should be having sex before marriage if you want to have kids. But if you want to have sex, hey, I salute you. If you want to have sex just to try it out, just to see what it's like, I salute you. You know, but please, all the fellas out there, wear a condom, and all the women out there, take birth control. I don't care about the percentage. Just take it, because if you take it, I'm pretty sure you will feel much better and feel good about yourself that you did not take a risk by letting this man have sex with you raw. Unprotected sex is not the best sex. Just clear as day. It's just not the best sex. The best sex is when you're protected and when a man protects you. You understand? And a woman that's confident enough to let you. You know what I mean? Versus a woman that has a bad anxiety and just can't let you do it because she's afraid you're going to take advantage of her. And that's not the kind of woman you want to sleep with. That's not the kind of woman you want to be in a relationship with. And that, again, if you want a woman that want to wait till marriage because you want to do the same thing, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But however, in my recommendation, I think if you want to wait till marriage, that's only if you want to have kids. If you don't want to have kids, then hey, I don't see the hell back. Just have sex. You know, if you know what you're doing and the other person know what they're doing, then you should give it a shot, you know? And like I said, you don't have to penetrate. You can try other things, you know? You don't have to watch porn to figure it out. Just figure it out, you know? If you really like each other, physical activity should not be that difficult to create, you know? So I think anything you can do in that bedroom is whatever you can put your mind to. And I think if you can do that, I think there should be no issue of why you should or not or have sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do it just to get the experience. You know. But if you want to have kids, you want to make babies, wait till marriage, because to me it's just a smart way to do it versus doing it before marriage. But that's just my suggestion. You know. So. For all the baby mamas out there, I pray for you. You know, I pray that you're doing well. I pray that your child is healthy. And you know, for all the baby daddies out there, you know, I just hope you're doing right by your kids, because you know because you don't want to be a deadbeat. You know what I'm saying? Leaving your kid behind, and you have and you can't do anything with that person because you're making excuses for yourself. If you know, because there's just too many examples, and if you can't be there for your child because of the woman, then you're a coward, you know. And to me, you don't deserve that. And to me, you're the biggest regret that she ever made in her life, because you gave her a reason why she shouldn't have sex in the first place, because you left a scar on her. You know what I'm saying? You left trauma. And I feel like when you do that, you create some type of mental illness for her to be depressed and have bad anxiety and social skills because of what you did to that woman's body. And you know, like I said, you can make up all the excuses all you want, but when a man leaves to a woman and leaves the child, he's no longer a man at that point. You could say you were scared. You could say that you messed up. You could say it was accidental, but these are choices. Life, it comes with it. You know, life comes with choices. You know, you choose. You either go left or right. It's either red pill or blue pill. Whatever you choose is what you pick. And you know what I'm saying? Don't act like you don't know what you picked, because whatever you picked is what you picked. And I feel like if the red pill says have sex before marriage, and you get a girl pregnant, you know, you chose that pill. Or this pill right here, the blue, that says get married and have kids, but you still had sex right before marriage, but you wear some type of protection. Either way, you choose that pill. You know what I'm saying? Red pill, blue pill, you know what you picked. So, again, I pray for every single woman to please use caution when you have sex, and know the guy that you're sleeping with, because any guy can take advantage of you, and there's just a lot of women that got taken advantage of because they let a man sleep with them, raw and unprotected. So. And that's something that I pray for my kids, for my daughters, is to not have unprotected sex. Please let the man wear a condom. Please let the man, if you can't trust that man, take birth control, because it's not worth it. You know, the things I see these women doing, nah, man. The things I see these men doing, I just can't go out like that. There's just too many examples. I don't know if I have much time to talk about it, but it's just so many. You could watch any TV show and it will show you why you should have protected sex. It's just too many. And, you know, next time I come back on here and I start talking about it, I'll give you some examples, and hopefully you can look at these shows and look at these episodes, and maybe you can learn from it. And hopefully you can, because like I said, there's so many examples. You can think of your favorite TV show, right? And it will show you why you have to wait till marriage to have kids. And there's just too many. Like I said, there's just too many. You could think of any show. It could be any show. And it will, any movie. And it will show you why you should wait till marriage to have kids. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I'll talk about that on my next video. But, again, I don't want to take up too much time. But I will say this. For anybody out there that's waiting till marriage to have sex, don't do that. Okay, don't wait till marriage to have sex. Wait till marriage to have kids. Okay, please, ladies, remind your man to wear a condom, and if he can't wear it, then go to Walgreens or CVS or any pharmacy and get yourself a birth control, because I think it's called Plan B. Yeah, go get yourself a Plan B. Take that before you have sex, because again, a man will pressure you to have sex, dog you out, and then what you got then? There's just too many examples. So that's what I'm saying. Please, ladies, if you can't trust a man wearing a condom, take birth control, because he will ejaculate in you, and he won't regret a damn thing doing it. So please, ladies, trust me on this one. You don't want to sleep with a guy that's not going to protect you in bed. So please think about this before you have sex, okay? You don't want to prove your mama right. You don't want to prove your dad right that sex is bad, because it's not, okay? If you don't want to wait till marriage to have sex, don't. Just have sex. But don't do it with someone you can't trust. You understand? So please, ladies, please think before you have sex, okay? Think before you have sex, all right? Tell your man to wear a condom. If you don't want to wear a condom, take birth control. And if you can't do neither, don't have sex at all, okay? If you don't feel confident to do it, don't do it. Because because I'm telling you, if all it takes is one nut, once he busts a nut, it's over. You understand? If he can't pull out, if his pull out game ain't strong, well, I don't even encourage that, because we don't even know. We really don't know if a guy has a strong pull-out game. We really don't know. Most of these guys nowadays are virgins. You understand? So it's like, if he's not going to be able to wear one, or you're not going to be able to take pop a pill or whatnot, then it's like you two are just not ready to have sex. So if you're not ready, don't do it. I'm not saying you got to do it. I'm saying if you want to have sex, do it when you're ready to do it. You understand? Don't do it when you're not ready, because then what is it going to lead to? Trouble, right? So please, and I'm talking to both partners, please take sex serious, and guys, wear a condom, and women take birth control, okay? If you can't do both or either one, well, I'm not, what I mean by both, I'm saying, like, if a man don't wear a condom and a woman don't take Plan B, like I said, if you guys can't do either one, what I mean by both, I mean gender, right? So if you can't do either one, then it's like, then you can't have sex. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have raw sex, wait till marriage, man. If you really love each other. If not, then, like I said, don't have sex if you're just trying to hit the girl raw. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, none of y'all are porn stars, all right? So if you're not going to take either one, or because of these side effects and whatnot, then it's like, all right, then you're setting yourself up for failure, because a lot of people can't afford to have kids, but some people think they can, and I'm telling you right now, it's not worth going through all that. It's just not, especially if you're not getting paid enough at your job, or you don't have anybody that you could trust that could watch your children when you go to work. You know, if you got that kind of person that's not flexible or reliable, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So again, I just want to give you my my take on it, and and next time I come back on here and I come up with my own, and I come up with some examples for you guys, I will tell you why. I will show you why. I'll show you why it's important to wait till marriage to have kids, and why you should have safe sex. So when next time I make another video, I will show the examples through TV shows that I watched and movies that I watched, and hopefully you guys will hopefully take these examples as consideration, and hopefully you will do the right steps to take the right steps to have that type of sex that you're looking for. You know what I mean? Whether it's special or compassionate, So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And for the next video, I'll catch you next time. And hopefully you guys learn from this video, and make sure you guys take sex serious. And yeah, if you're in the bedroom right now, just something to think about. And hopefully you can watch this video to where you can protect yourselves from that type of experience that everyone else is experiencing, that I pray that they don't have to experience no more. But once you have a kid, that's it, So then you just got to deal with it, like everyone else. So that's it for this video, folks. Until next time, I'll catch y'all on the rebound. All right. Good luck.